Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another ECM test and repair video. This time working on, let me see the year, 2002 Ford Harley Davidson supercharged. This is for Alex Herrera. He is in California. He said that he has a problem with the computer shutting down the coils or wasn't grounding them anymore. He sent me a list of fault codes. The last digits of his VIN are going to be KD46094. All right, so I got everything ready, hooked up, not on, but I'm going to turn things on. So I'm going to turn the computer on. Let's see if the theft flag goes off, and it does. All right, so that's good. I can see that we have 5 reference active, good sign. Going the test light on and having the mileage means the communication is established and it's no problem. All right, so those are good signs. Let me change a little bit of the readings or settings that I use on the full probe. This is the one I use for Fords. I am using, as you can see, the Escape B6 settings. That's the cam and crank correlation signal that I use for these computers to run. All right, so let's first, before I run it, let's do an auto scan. See if we can read. 1 second. The reason was asking me to relog in into my tab done. All right, so let's do again being read. See if it reads it. It should. We have the cluster and everything connected. The KD46094. That's a good sound. So KD46094. That's perfect. So that is indeed the a big number. Since I don't have much connected, I'm not going to run a full code. We just want to run the computer, make sure that we can establish communication, which I didn't doubt we have because again, we have the reading of the mileage, 204,468.5. Just going to do some selections in here. Should ask me if it's a supercharge. I didn't for the model probably. So let's go over to the PCM powertrain control module. Okay, now is when it asks. It is equipped with a supercharge. No, I don't want to exit. So supercharge. Okay. Read data stream. I just want to know if indeed we have a good communication through the scanner. Perfect. So we're going to just select. Let's get the battery voltage and RPMs. That's all I want to have. I mean, we can have the intake temperature sensor reading as well, but let me just make sure that we can get the engine revolutions per minute and intake. Uh, Intake temperature sensor. Not sure which one. No, not a status. Intake temperature degrees. Let me select that. Make sure that we are. Let me see if I can change that reading. Right now it's reading 177. Yes, and it is. All right, so we can see that I can change that, the battery voltage. I'm going to change that setting from 14 volts, 13.96 to, let me go over to a little less, and it went to 12.19, so that is good. I'm going to go back in here to 14 volts. Remember, I have the full probe connected, the universal test platform connected, which is acting as a kind of like a gateway. I mean, this is just a not really a gateway because it doesn't have any protocols or anything, but it's connecting the SPC communication in between these two, right? Okay, so but yeah, you can see that now that did change. All right, so let's now turn the ignition on in here and provide RPM. All right, I can see the injectors definitely working. I can see RPM in here, and I can see RPM in here. Um, the one thing that I can immediately see is very okay. Sometimes this coil doesn't work. Sometimes the coil works. Injectors are very intermittent, and so are the coils. So this is a very common problem on these computer. His is not as bad as sometimes it's a completely no start. This one is just starting to work as or starting to go that way when it's completely not running. In this one, at least we can see RPMs, and but you can see how erratic that is right there, which is no good. This is telling me that we definitely have a problem with the analog to digital converter, and the computer needs to be repaired. That's all I said. Again, I am a repair facility. I am sharing the tests, and I share a lot of the recommendations on how to, repair the computers and everything, but I don't show the entire process because otherwise I will be just helping my competition. I hope that all of you understand that. But yeah, so this I take usually the time to explain further for those that have other facilities and they need to learn a little more. I share a lot of knowledge and a lot of information, but not all the information. I do have the analog to digital converter. I bought probably 1,000 pieces. They were the last one. There is no longer being produced, and it will be a point to that I will not be able to repair this computer because it's no longer available. So for those that want to ask where I get it from, there is no longer a place that you can buy it, or um, I'm not going to sell. I'm going to keep this for my customers. All right, guys. But yes, we can reproduce. We can see coils very intermittent. You see, sometimes it's not firing, sometimes it's firing. So definitely, again, Alex, yes, your computer will need to be repaired. I will be sending this your way. Thank you so much for sending this to me. I will contact you shortly. And guys, stay tuned for part two, which is probably part of the repair and then a test after the repairs. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.